Manette. My son Roman just turned 2 this past September, and he is the most joyous, vibrant kid I've ever known. He's my son, of course, but he's just awesome. I'm so lucky to have him. I started getting pregnant when I was 39 in 2005. I wanted to start a family, and I'm like, okay, you know, it shouldn't be, I didn't think it would be, you know, say 39, yeah, I'm kind of older, but it shouldn't be too much of a problem. But needless to say, after a few months of trying, I guess 5 to 6 months, we were not getting, I wasn't getting pregnant, so I went right to a reproductive endocrinologist. I didn't want to waste any time since I was, you know, not getting any younger. And he diagnosed me with unexplained infertility, and so he recommended a few cycles of IUI, and which I started. I did IUI with Clomid, but initially I did, I think, 1 or 2 cycles of IUI without drugs, and then I did it with drugs with Clomid. I just remember not liking the Clomid, not liking the way I felt with that. But you know, I figured, okay, you know, if this is what's gonna get me pregnant, then I'll do whatever it takes. After doing a few months of that, I remember getting frustrated, and you know, went right to IVF. And we did 2 cycles of IVF. At this time, it's been about probably 5 to 6 months, or maybe a little longer. And I turned 40 at that time. I remember I had started my first IVF cycle, and was not successful. I was able to get a lot, you know, pretty much a good amount of eggs, but you know, not enough to fertilize and get pregnant. My second IVF was unsuccessful as well. It was a couple months later. And at this point, I was just getting frustrated. I've been trying for almost a year, and no success. I did several IUIs, several IVF. There's an unexplained as to why I couldn't get pregnant. I was stressed out. I was just at my, you know, I just felt like I had no hope. There was like, how am I gonna get pregnant? And so a friend of mine, a good friend of mine, had recommended the Hunyuan method, which she had did herself, and she was successful in getting pregnant. And initially, I was just like, what do you mean taking herbs? How is that going to work? But you know, once I read into it and looked at the website and had a consultation with Dr. Seidman, I was from out of town. I felt good about this. I'm like, you know what? Anything to not take drugs is, you know, it's something that I wanted to, you know, totally pursue. Didn't like the way the drugs felt, and just my body had been through a lot with all the, you know, fertility treatments, that I needed a break from it, and I needed a healthier way to, a healthier start to maybe this would help me get pregnant. So I started taking the herbs daily, doing the phone consultations with Dr. Seidman, you know, which was great. I kind of looked forward to that because he, the consultations just went through how I was feeling, and he would, you know, send me herbs over the, you know, through the mail based on my symptoms, and I would send my tongue also via email. I did also local acupuncture as well, you know, locally, and kind of felt a difference after taking the herbs for a few months. Just was not getting less mood swings, less, you know, I was less stressed out, and physically I felt better, you know. After, I guess, a few months of being on the herbs, I was going to try it out. I know Dr. Seidman said you have to be patient, you have to give it, you know, at least 6 months or plus to kind of, you know, to let it work, and, you know, I had nothing else to lose. So I guess by the 4th, 5th month, I became pregnant. To my amaze, I couldn't believe it. I was so excited, because I just felt like it was such a long road, you know, and finally a success story. I got pregnant, and I had a healthy pregnancy and a beautiful baby boy, Roman. And I owe it all to the Hunyuan method and Dr. Seidman, and I recommend it to anyone out there that's trying to get pregnant or is trying to get another alternative than using IVF and drugs. I believe that, you know, you have to be in good health and in a good mindset to get pregnant, and I recommend the Hunyuan method.